Happy Saturday, fellas. I've finished my walk. Show you what we're working with today. Oh, everybody, there's the bushes. They've all started to bloom. Everybody's. Anyway, call about 6 o'clock this morning. I asked if I would come into one of the MMA gyms, and I thought it was to help somebody with a private workout. But it turns out it was something very different, and it was very surprising to me. Let me walk you out back to the backyard here. All right. So I'm talking about me in the third person. I go up there. I get to the MMA gym, and I got my big old bag. I keep my if you're rolling with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, there's two types. There's no gi and gi. So I have a gi and I have some pads in there and a cup and some other stuff. And anyways, doesn't matter. So I have my bag with me and they go, "Oh no, coach, we need you to come into the office." There is the mountains, got there's the sun. I am currently sitting at 13,000 steps. Got the pool running. Anyways, I kind of look at them like that, and they all started laughing. Like, here, I cannot tell how crazy fast this cilantro grows down here. Anyways, sprinkler system is finally rolling. Got the pool rolling. So I go in there, and nobody in there. None of the coaches. Not the owner of the MMA gym. And one guy who is a very good prospect, regional prospect. I'll be working on closing this up. It hasn't leaked yet, so I'm going to assume it's going to be okay. So he's been offered a contract for a group. And I was like, okay. Here's the rub. Nobody can read the contract. They don't understand it. They don't know what it. No, that was shocking to me. There are some basic things you have to be able to understand for every part of your life financially as a man. Reading a contract is a big deal. Knowing what you're getting yourself into is a big deal. Especially if it's like a car. Let's use a car purchase. Now, the guys that make all the money in most of the dealerships are called the F&I guy, the finance and insurance guy. They're the ones who do all the paper, and they want to get you out of there as quick as you can. They want to give you this. Anyway, you have to be able to read a contract to understand what they're charging you for, what they're responsible for, and what you're responsible for. So I spent from 6 to like 7:45 going through the contract, and they were shocked because I would. You can highlight things on the piece of paperwork before you sign it. You definitely need to get a copy of it. I normally, if I don't have time, I'll spend $100 to $300 and take the contract and give it to an attorney, and they'll write up a synopsis for me. And they'll tab the pages to let you know where there's something that's funny in there. Basically, this is a regional promotion, and they're placing all the onus on the fighter to pay for everything, to include the tape. If they tape his hands, how much? I mean, it's just, you're like, wow. So I told them it was a bad contract. I offered them some advice on how to make a counter offer to him, and they said they would take it from there. Here's the other thing. I also found out yesterday there's a 21-year-old man who can't read. How do you get through high school and not be able to read? They're called basic. All right, let me be blunt. You're already at a disadvantage because simply for the fact that you're a man. People are going to try to take advantage of you any way or shape or chance they can. So you have to give yourself a fighting chance. You have to have a basic understanding of the legal system. You have to have a basic understanding of business. You have to have a basic understanding of contracts. You have to be able to read and write. Even if you don't write except in cursive, you still need to be able to read and write. You have to be able to do basic math and division to make sure you're not getting screwed. It places you at such a disadvantage if you don't have the basic skill set that they're supposed to give you in the school system here. I think it's called the ISD, Independent School Division Department here in El Paso. How can this kid graduated at age 18, he's 21 2 years later, and he still can't fucking read? That blows my mind. And there are a lot of guys who are uber fantastic at being coaches, boxing, drilling, and that kind of stuff. But you have to include a grasp of contracts, of money, of how you're paid, why you're paid, how much you're paid, what percentage. You can't have money be someone else's problem. They'll figure it out for you because you'll get screwed. I think I should have said that at the beginning. This video is way too long. Love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. And if you can't, you have to take care of yourselves. Part of that is being literate and understanding money. Anyways, let me just finish. Like a fort in a G-string from West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.